Right, welcome back to another hopefully semi-interesting Transformers video. Obviously what you see before you is the Targetmaster Scourge. Now I'm gonna say Scourge with an American accent because saying Scourge with a British accent just sounds pretentious. Eh, what? It'll be. So I'm gonna say Scourge. Keep up with me on that. I don't think I'm even any weirder than I actually am. So Scourge was re-released in 1987 with the Targetmasters. There were, I think, 11 of them. There were 3 primary Autobot ones, 3 Decepticon ones, and there were 3 re-releases on the Autobot side, which were Hot Rod, Cup, and Blur, and there were 2 more on the Decepticon side, which were Scourge and Cyclonus. So, which is a bit of a con, really, because that means the last 5 were released twice in 2 years, and even I've griped about this before. Even Rodimus Prime or Hot Rod was released 3 times in 2 years. Once as a city Autobot leader, once as just a standard Autobot car warrior thing, and then the next year as a Targetmaster. So yes, I have got all them too. So Scourge here. The annoying thing about the Decepticon Targetmasters is their guns are actually in detachable 2 parts, in which I mean that it can detach their legs, which is bloody annoying, as opposed to something like Firebolt, where you can obviously see amongst the dust as well that is actually attached with screws there. Maybe it's a bit of a slight towards the Decepticons. Halfway through battle, their legs decide to pop off, which means they've lost initially. But it is annoying to try and find a complete one. I did spend quite a bit on this one alone, but I was desperate to finish off the first year Targetmasters. Actually, I've got the second year Targetmasters too. The second year Targetmasters on both sides were the ones I completed first. And I got this a few months ago, along with Cyclonus and Blur, which I was bloody happy to finish off, I tell you. So with that, I have waffled enough. So here is Fracas. Say it better with a British accent. Fracas, Fracas, we call it. His little Nebulon buddy. And he thought Blowpipe was bad. He's worse, and he's louder. So you can tell right off from the bat, I'll bring in 1986 Scourge. Bloody dusty again. This one's a little worse for wear. He'd seen better days, but you can tell right from the get-go, if you're paying attention, the peg holes. That's the whole primary reason why they were re-released the year 1987, just to accommodate the peg holes there. But like I say, this one's in better condition. The only problem I have is this latch thing that just decides to not stay. So with that, I'll stop blathering on. So like the previous year's Scourge, the transformation is absolutely the same. It transforms into some kind of I don't know what you want to call him. Space hoverboat. Obviously, part of the leader of the sweeps. And that was very easy to do. That bit will not stay there, will it? You'll notice there is no peg hole, which is... It would have been perfect for there, but what you have to do... I'll tell you that bit there. You have to detach his head gun thingy. Bear with me. bit covering his face just refuses to stay where it's supposed to. Yeah, so you put Fracas, when he wants to say that, you have to put him on top of his head, which is okay, but it could have benefited from being put there, I guess. So you're left with this bit of kibble, as opposed to like someone like Blur, who was put there. But then again, the figure looks like he's got a big belly button. So yeah, they could have had a better idea just to, you know, maybe just cut out a little bit on his wings just to accommodate that. But hey, it's 1987, so they gotta do what they work with what they got. I don't think anybody quite knew what this was supposed to be. But yeah, it obviously says 1986 on there because it's a retooling. Pretty sure this one will have the same. Oh, it's actually printed different on there, actually, if you can see it. Just get the right kind of lighting. Yeah, it's got two different markings on there, but it's relatively the same. Obviously, the remold is from 1987, so I guess they just changed it up a little bit. I'm guessing it will be the same on Cyclonus. Do have him to hand here. Just bloody realise how dusty he is. Yeah, Cyclonus and Scourge were a pretty cool team in the comics, just going around, especially in the UK comics. You can say that detaches too, which is bloody annoying too. And all the Decepticon Targetmasters from 1987 have that annoying issue too. So it's really difficult to find something that's complete. God knows how I managed to do that. Anyway, quickly put him back as he was. I'll try. Now this folds down, which will keep them sturdy, I guess. Now what I normally do is I put blue tack there. I don't know what you Americans call it or anyone else calls it, but I guess it's sticky dough. Let's call it sticky dough. Blue tack, we call it. So he doesn't that back panel doesn't fall down. So you can tell how naff the legs are. So I've discussed this on some other videos. Pre-movie characters, animation models were based on the toy art, or actually the toys themselves. But when the movie came around, they switched it around because the animation models were designed first, then they had to make the toys based on the animation models. So, I mean, in some cases they did a good job, but you notice Galvatron was based on an early animation model, which he was grey with bits of purple, as opposed to purple with bits of grey. They made a good job of Cyclonus, Scourge here. I mean, I guess they did a good job here. But the legs are a bit naff. They seem to bend, but you can't really bend because they got a bit behind them. But it looks okay. Hasn't quite got the long beard that he should do, or even Retgar should have a long beard, but Retgar just looks creepy, actually. I'd say they really hit the mark on the Studio Series, Scourge, and even Retgar as well. Facial hair on a robot. And let's not forgetting Alpha Trion too. A problem with his legs that they never, or even his feet, just never seem to go properly. But there we go. Right, we are done here. Pretty decent 1987 Decepticon Targetmaster Scourge with his little gun Nebulon partner Fracas. I guess it's pronounced Frekar as well. Frekar. Frekar is apparently worse than Blowpipe, and he's louder. To check out Headmasters Part 2, well, not Headmasters Part 2, Rebirth Part 2 for that reference, if you know what I'm talking about. Top marks to you. And I shall leave you with this great looking image from days gone by. I mean, the stickers look pretty decent too. Obviously, the other one behind it, this one, has no stickers at all, which doesn't lend it any favours. It's the best I could pick up at the time. I actually didn't have the top bit on there, and about 5 years ago I found it on eBay, which started my slide into buying stuff from eBay almost every day. I blame my friend for that. Finding that little piece for that started the whole wave of buying stuff off. Even these things here are from eBay. Not official products, but they're so cool, like 3D printed. And that's obviously a magnet. You can pick that up on eBay, I guess, if you type in Transformers magnet logo or something like that. But yes, I have waffled on enough. So one more time, Transformers Scourge Targetmaster with his little partner Fracas, 1987 release, second release for Scourge. And thank you for watching, and I've waffled enough, so enjoy what you see, and thank you for watching, and hit and like and subscribe and all that business. Keep me going. See you later.